Okay, so for this, you've already been doing some multiplication with decimals. So I wanted to go over it with you to remind you on how to do a few things. When you multiply a decimal with a whole number, such as if you have 6 times 4.25, I always put the longer number on top when you rearrange this. So I would say 4.25 times 6, and then you just line it up. Because then we just do regular multiplication, and then you add the decimal, you put the decimal in at the end of it. So what's 6 times 5? Hello? 6 times 5?
30.
There we go. 6 times 2? Plus 3? 4 times 6?
24.
Plus 1?
25.
Okay, now how many numbers do I have behind the decimal?
2.
2, right? Just the 2 and the 5? So I'm going to go over twice and put a decimal. So your final answer should be 25.5. Do I have to put the 0? No. You can just leave it as 25.5. That's all you're doing for this lesson, guys. Let's do another one. If I have 8.23 times 6, 6 times 3 is? 18. 6 times 2?
12.
Plus 1?
13.
8 times 6?
8 times 6 is 48.
Plus 1?
49.
How many numbers are behind the decimal?
2.
So I go over 2 places and I put my decimal. So my answer would be 49.38. Any questions? So let's do another one. 6.3, make that decimal a little bigger, times 4. What is 4 times 3?
12.
So put the 2, carry the 1. 6 times 4 is?
24.
Plus 1.
25.
How many numbers are behind the decimal?
1.
So how many times do I move it? So my answer would be 25.2. Okay, what if I have 16.82 times 5? All right, 5 times 2 is?
10.
So put a 0, carry the 1. 8 times 5 is?
40.
Plus 1.
41.
So put a 1, carry the 4. 6 times 5 is?
30.
Plus 4.
34.
Carry the 3. 5 times 1?
5.
Plus 3. Good. How many numbers are behind the decimal?
2.
So I go over 2 place values and put a decimal. So I went 1, 2, and put a decimal. So my answer is 84.1. Any questions? No? Good? Okay, so you have numbers 4, 5, and 6. You need to finish on this worksheet because we did numbers 2 and 3. All you had to do is put the decimal. And then you need to do cell I4.